Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be reviewing Astronomy with Dr. Brian Keating on the Peterson Academy. I apologize for not putting out a video on the Peterson Academy for a couple weeks there. I've been a little bit busy with my sister's graduation. She now has a bachelor's degree in education, so she's going to be a French teacher here in Canada, which is awesome. I'm super proud of her, so I've been celebrating that. Also, my Edmonton Oilers were in the Stanley Cup Finals, so I've been watching those games, and sadly, last night we lost 2 Cup Finals in a row. Wound is still pretty fresh, so that one hurts quite a bit. But I'm not here to talk about hockey today. I'm here to talk about this amazing astronomy course with Dr. Brian Keating. It was incredibly riveting. I had such a blast with it, so I can't wait to talk about it today. As always, we'll go through the synopsis on the Peterson Academy website first. Then we'll take a look at the recommended books. We'll take a brief look at the quizzes, and I'll go over the names of all the lectures and give you guys my concluding thoughts. So with that all out of the way, let's get into it. In Astronomy 101, a 7-hour course, Dr. Brian Keating launches into a fascinating exploration of the history and principles of astronomy, from ancient observations to cutting-edge discoveries. We follow the evolution of astronomical tools and techniques, the cosmic distance ladder, and the properties and life cycles of stars and galaxies. The course delves into the fundamental principles of gravity, the Big Bang Theory, and the search for extraterrestrial life, while also highlighting the contributions of groundbreaking scientists and the profound impact of astronomy on our understanding of the universe and our place within it. So yeah, hopefully that gives you guys a better idea of what this course is about and what it covers. Overall, it's an introductory course to astronomy, so it's not going to be super exhaustive, talking about specific subjects. It's kind of overarching and covering everything, which is great because I think that's a great way to introduce people into this subject if they've never taken a course on it before. In this course, Brian Keating says multiple times that he has more courses coming out on the Peterson Academy in the future. Hopefully those ones go a little bit deeper into the weeds, but I still found this course to be just incredibly engaging and so much fun because Brian Keating, you can just tell that he doesn't just love to teach, that definitely comes across, but he also loves to learn, and that really comes across in his lectures, and it makes it really, really engaging. It feels like you're learning with him almost in a way, whereas sometimes you have professors who are a little bit in the routine of things. They're teaching you things that they learned 30 years ago, and they don't really have the passion for it anymore. I would say the skepticism course with Michael Shermer was kind of like that. There just wasn't any passion in the course, whereas Brian Keating is the exact opposite. He's just filled with passion. You can tell that he loves to learn about this stuff and he loves teaching people about it. So I found this course to be incredibly fun and informative too. I actually learned quite a bit throughout this course, even though I am a little bit of an astronomy nut. I love listening to Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I used to listen to that a lot as a kid, and I've always been kind of interested in astronomy and physics and stuff like that. So I knew a little bit of the stuff throughout the course, but there were some very interesting facts that I didn't know. I'll also say that the 2 courses with Brian Keating, the cosmology course and the astronomy course, have been 2 of the most engaging courses because of the small little experiments that he does throughout them. I don't want to spoil them for people. I want you guys to go take this course for yourself and see the experiments that he does for the classroom, but that's really engaging as well. That really keeps me hooked on the course and wanting to take the next lecture, so I really enjoyed that as well. Next up, I want to go over the names of each of the lectures, and the description for each of them will flash briefly on screen. If you guys want to pause, take a quick read of it to see what each of the lectures is about, go ahead, but I won't read through them completely. I'll just read off the names. So the first lecture is called Looking Upward. The second lecture is The Astronomer's Toolkit. The third lecture is Measurements and Mysteries. The fourth is The Life of Stars. The fifth is Galaxies and Gravity. The sixth is Distance and Dark Matter. The seventh is Beginning to End. And the 8th and final lecture is Beyond Earth. So yeah, hopefully that gives you guys a better idea of what all the lectures cover. Like I said, it kind of jumps around a lot. We go from dark matter to the age of galaxies to how stars are formed. It jumps around quite a bit, but it is, like I said before, an incredibly engaging course. When you have somebody like Brian Keating who just exudes passion for learning, it makes it a lot of fun to take these courses, and he's quickly becoming one of my favorite professors, not just on the Peterson Academy, but one of my favorite teachers I've ever had. So shout out to Brian Keating for making all these courses that he's made for the Peterson Academy so much fun. I highly recommend going in, checking out his YouTube channel, checking out his podcast. Go follow him on Instagram. Show this guy some love because he's one of the most passionate professors that we have on the Peterson Academy, and I can't thank him enough for that. Now, for the quizzes, I just want to say that, again, I'm saving a lot of my quizzes until I take the final exam for this course. I want to come back to it maybe towards the end of next year when I'm looking to complete my degree, maybe take these lectures again because I had so much fun with them, and then I'll kind of do my quizzes on my own and take the final exam. But I did take one quiz for you guys just to get a little taste, and it's kind of like the cosmology course. You're going to have to write down some of the notes, some notes for some of the numbers that pop up in this course, some of the definitions. If you don't know exactly what dark matter is, you might want to write down exactly what Brian Keating defines it as, and then that will help you on your quizzes because it's a lot of definitions and memorizing numbers. That's just how it is when you take a course on astronomy, cosmology, really any STEM course or heavy science course is going to be a lot of memorizing numbers and definitions. So just make sure that you're taking notes, and you guys should do just fine on the quizzes. So lastly, I'm just going to go over the 3 recommended books for the course, none of which I've read, but one of them I'm really keen on picking up shortly because I've now seen it twice on the recommended books list. Obviously, it was also recommended in the cosmology course as well. It's Losing the Nobel Prize by Brian Keating himself. So I'm very interested in reading that book and seeing what he has to say in it. It's caught my attention, so I might pick that one up soon. And if I do, maybe I'll do a why you should read video on it and kind of give you guys my thoughts on it there. The next book on the recommended books is Our Universe, An Astronomer's Guide by J.D. Dunkley. So that's one that I haven't read yet, but I am interested in picking it up, obviously, because Dr. Brian Keating has pretty good taste in this kind of literature, being that he has a PhD in the subject, but also I vibe with the guy. I trust his taste at this point. And the last book that's on the recommended books is The Cosmic Perspective, the 9th edition. I believe that is a textbook. I'll have to look around and see if I can find that anywhere. I would like to pick it up. I would like to get more astronomy and cosmology textbooks kicking around my place, but for now, I don't have much on those subjects. I have a few psychology textbooks, a few biology textbooks. I have an anatomy textbook, but I don't really have like a physics textbook. I don't really have like an astronomy textbook yet. So eventually I'm going to go out and pick one up just to kind of further my learning a little bit more. But those are the 3 recommended books for this course. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and go pick them up. I know for sure you can find Losing the Nobel Prize on Amazon because I put it on my wish list a while ago. So lastly, I just want to leave with a couple concluding thoughts. This is, like I said earlier in the review, kind of an overarching astronomy course. So it's a little bit basic. Some people who are a little bit more into this subject, they kind of research it in their own time quite a bit. They might find a lot of this stuff redundant. Like I said, I think you'll still find things in the course that are new to you, but we're not getting like a comprehensive, deep astronomy course where we're getting deep into the weeds, doing calculations and stuff like that. This is not that type of course. I think those courses are coming. Don't get me wrong. I think they're coming on the Peterson Academy. I think we just got an introductory course to cosmology and an introductory course to astronomy to kind of just get us going. And eventually we'll get kind of deeper, more heady courses. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But I think that's coming soon. One thing though that I will say is you can't replace a professor that you love. You know, you either like a professor or you don't. And when you love a professor, it just ignites that curiosity. It ignites that flame of wanting to go out and learn more about that subject. And that's what's happened here for me with this astronomy course. Now I'm finding myself going and looking for other documentaries on astronomy or other books that I can find on the subject. It really has ignited me to learn more about this subject, having a teacher that is so passionate about it. So I can't thank Brian Keating enough for being such a, again, I'm kind of reusing this word, but such a passionate professor. He just exudes it when he's up there talking about this stuff, and that really came across in this course. So I'm very, very thankful for that. It's professors like that that really push students forward and make great students. So thank you, Brian Keating, for this awesome course. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and yeah, I hope you guys go out there and take it yourselves. If you have taken this course and you're watching this video, let me know down below in the comments what you guys thought of it, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that jazz to help boost this channel and the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it means the world to me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.